Hello everyone. Welcome to our Hi-5 learning series.
The situational leadership model may look quite hefty, but we're going to go through it and you'll soon have a good understanding of the premise. In the first table, you'll see that we have 4 leadership styles. They've been placed according to these 2 types of behavior. Directive behavior is the extent to which the leader spells out what the follower's role is, by telling them what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. This is a varying scale, of course, from low directive behavior to high directive behavior. Supportive behavior is the extent to which the leader provides listening and support and involves the follower in the decision making. This varies again from low supporting to high supporting. Moving on to this second table for a second, these are the developmental stages that a leadership needs to consider when choosing a leadership style. You'll see that it goes from here, high competence, through to moderate, some, and low competence. Competence being the skill required to complete a task. And also the variation in the commitment level a follower shows. So a good example of someone in the first developmental stage is someone who is new to a job. They would most likely have low competence being new, but high commitment and enthusiasm. So the best leadership style to use for a D1 candidate is S1, directing. As you can see, directing sits high on the directive behavior line, but low on the supportive behavior line. That's because the leader needs to be able to tell the follower exactly what needs to be done and how to do it. The follower doesn't need a lot of support, as they've already shown plenty of commitment. I'm sure you've managed to follow that all right, but if not, I'll wait here while you rewind the video and have another watch. Right, welcome back. Now, developmental stage D2 shows a follower who has some competence but low commitment, and this might be the case if someone starts a new task that turns out to be rather dull. According to this clever table, you would need to then adopt leadership style S2, coaching. So you would need to be high on the directive behavior scale, but also high on the supporting scale, because the follower would still need to be told what to do, but they would also need your support to motivate them into doing the boring task you gave them. D3 now shows someone who has moderate competence but variable commitment. This can be a follower who might now have the skills necessary to do the task, but their confidence is wavering. D3 equals S3, a supporting style. This sits low on the directive scale because the follower already has the skills they need to perform the task. So all they need now is to know that the leader is there, keeping an eye on things and offering help as and when it's needed. Your last developmental stage is D4. The follower has the skills already in place to do a task, and they're perfectly committed to completing it. They know they can do it. So they need very little direction or support, which is why S4, delegating, is low on the directive and supportive scale. That doesn't mean the leader shouldn't touch base occasionally. So all you really need to understand now is that no one falls into each developmental stage all the time, which is why you need to decide which leadership style you need on a task by.
Thank you for watching the Hi-5 learning series.